Hey there, YouTube. I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope y'all had a good weekend out there. Coming to you today out from my back deck here. Thought I would just mix it up a little bit, so might be a few distracting noises, so just try to tune those out as best you can. But anyhow, today I want to talk about the raw food diet, inner peace, and total wellness, and how it's connected. Guys, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate if you'd go down and hit that subscribe button now. Then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Where did I leave off? I can't remember what the last video was. I think the last video was the one I was doing talking about this reset I'm on, or maybe that was 2 videos ago. But anyhow, I'm still kind of sticking with the simplicity thing. Over the weekend, I pretty much just stuck to fruit. Let's see. I had a salad on Saturday and I had a green smoothie yesterday. So I have been having a little bit of greens, but it's been mostly fruit. And like I say for anybody that hadn't watched any of my other videos, this is just a little reset for me. This is not something I'm advocating all the time. I'm not afraid of fat. I usually eat just tons and tons of food. But like I said, this is just kind of like a little vacation. I'm just not in it. Sorry. You'll have to go to somebody else for that. The people that are always asking me what I think about the juice feast. I got no use for the juice feast. This is what I do to reset. Lots and lots of mono meals. And as long as I'm getting these good mangoes, good Lord, who knows how long I'll keep doing this. I am still getting like damn near perfect Kent mangoes from Publix, just the regular grocery store for $1 a piece. And they just keep coming and coming and coming and coming. I've probably had at least 30 plus of these things so far. I eat about 4 or 5 of them a day, but just enjoying that and just feeling real light, just feeling real good. And you know, like I said, I normally eat a lot more variety, and I advocate eating a lot more variety, but this is, like I say, just a little vacation, just a little reset, if you will. I'm starting to add more things back in. I'm going to probably get back more towards my normal way of eating here in probably this week. I think I'm going to stay off the fat for a little bit longer, though. I just haven't done an extended period, or not, I wouldn't call weeks extended, but I haven't done, say, 2 or 3 weeks without fat in a while, and that always helps with the reset a little bit too. But the raw food diet, you know, I don't have this fanaticism about being fully raw, but now I'm gravitating back towards I've eaten a lot less cooked food kind of since I've settled back in here. And to a large extent, the cooked food that I do eat is simply for weight maintenance, being able to get in enough during the day. And yeah, some of it I just like. And Daddy does what Daddy likes. That's the freedom of being me and the freedom of living this sort of a lifestyle. But the raw food diet, you know, over the last year and a half, whatever, with the lockdowns and all the other different things going on, everybody's been so stressed, this and that, and people freak out, and people gained a ton of weight during the last 18 months being locked in your house and whatever. And I'm just like, that's what kind of helped me. You know, I've struggled a lot the last few years, but I think the food is actually what has kept me sane. Just sticking to the way I'm eating has just kind of kept me on an even keel and kept me from spinning out, because I could see how it would have been easy for me to, you know, being a little bit depressed, the way things going on and what have you, and me being by myself where I had been for 4 years. I could have seen eating junk or eating garbage or eating things that I don't normally eat just for the comfort of it. Never understood that word, that comfort food or emotional eating, because it makes it worse. It makes it worse. It's like going and smoking a cigarette because you're stressed out or you have anxiety. It's the opposite. A cigarette's damn sure not going to help you with your anxiety and stress. If anything, it's just going to make it worse. So the food is kind of what kept me sane and kept me from totally spinning out over these past 18 months. My raw food diet, and also just that little thing in my brain of not being fanatic about it, to where I do eat a few things that I want to, that were not within, that are cooked, or that are not some of the normal things I eat. For the most part, the raw just kept my head straight during this. And, like I talk about the raw food diet a lot, but after I've, had some of the struggles I've had over the last couple of years, with solitude and what have you, inner peace is something I work on, and I'm more interested in sharing things about, and things that'll bring you about real inner peace in your life, and just like take you through your day to day feeling better overall, not just feeling better by diet or whatever. In fact, I think a lot of times people's diets, I see so many people trying to do the raw food diet, that the diet actually makes their inner peace less. It actually gives them stress. It actually adds to their anxiety. Just simply, and generally that's because they are so obsessed with doing it perfectly, and they're constantly jumping around. Like, I get these little real detailed questions sometimes, and I'll tell you the truth, 99.9% of the time I don't have an answer. I don't care, or I don't care. I'm not into these minute details of, hey, can I have something very specific, like, can I have some of this oak tree bark? What do you think about oak tree bark? I don't give a shit about oak tree bark. I'm a big picture type person. I eat the thing, like I say, I just try to use a little common sense in constructing the things that I know I need for my body. And it's not really a cooked versus raw type thing. Now, I do keep it as raw as possible, and I use a lot of principles of people that just talk about plant-based or vegan or cooked plant-based. And I kind of translate that over to how I like to do the raw, and use things for how I use the raw. But in the end, like I say, it's all about like my diet. The best thing I can say about how I do this, everything you've seen about me, my eating brings me peace. My eating brings me peace. Now, the eating has not been enough. I know I've mentioned my meditation practice a little bit recently, but I really don't know. I've been contemplating this a lot lately since I've been back into my practice, and I don't know why I kind of abandoned it during the time that I needed it the most. I think if over the past 18 months, 2 years, where I've basically kind of drifted away from it, I think my head would have even been a little bit better if I'd have maintained that the whole time. I'm back into it about a month and a half now on a regular daily basis. I'm building it back up in a certain way, and I'm going to share that very soon. And like I said, shared in the last video, I think the last video was what I ate today video, where I'm talking about, go to my YouTube page. It'll be in the link below. I'm going to put that in the link below, all my videos now. And on my YouTube page, on my Facebook page, not my Facebook group, I'm going to start sharing a lot more about my meditation practice, and offering some practical tips for people that are beginners, or that have maybe wanted to do this but are intimidated by meditation, think they can't meditate, or whatever, or just think meditation's not for them. I want to present this in a way, like I want to present it for people that think like that, for people that are not your normal meditation people, and maybe even offer some alternatives to the words meditation that might make it a little bit more relatable for you. And also too, I'm starting to, I realize over the last few months, as I've been getting the house ready to evacuate, to leave my house behind and move out and close on it, just sold it. I've been a little slack on exercise, working out too. In fact, the last year or 2 years, I've just really been doing the bare minimum. I do a lot of walking, and I've been doing my TRX, but I really have not been pushing the TRX. It's kind of like I do more just kind of maintenance, keep it up. I want to up the physical a little bit. I want to start, having a little bit more structured exercise again. I want to get back to regular, doing something with my body every day. I want to continue the walking, because I still like to encourage everybody out there, no matter what kind of exercise you're doing, just to incorporate some walking. Walking is such a great exercise. It's just so good for our bodies, and it's enjoyable. It's nice to get outside and go for a walk. Haven't quite found the place around here where I like to walk yet, so I'm kind of itching for a walk, if you will. But it all kind of works together. Total wellness. If one's lacking, the other two are probably going to lack, and the whole is not going to be the same. What we're eating, what we're thinking, our practices, our habits. What else? and our exercise and moving our bodies, because our body gets, our body initiates, it gets that serotonin going, it gets us going. And I've gone through periods, and I'll do this sometime for 3 or 4 days, and then I'm just have to slap myself. A body in motion stays in motion. If you get lazy, when you get lazy and just lay around all the time, your body just feels tired. You're not motivated to move around. When you start moving your body every day, when you start moving your body on a regular basis, and you're also eating well, and also your inner work, you're doing your inner work, that's when it all comes together. When all those 3 areas kind of merge together, that's when you really start to feel good. And I'm feeling better and better. I'm eating really good. My meditation practice is growing again. I say growing because that'll make sense when I share with you kind of how I'm rebuilding my practice. And like I say, after I do this video, I'm going to go work out, and I'm going to kind of restructure my workouts to where I'm doing a little bit of something every day. Now, when I'm talking about physical, I'm not talking about going crazy. I'm not talking about just busting your ass. In fact, the opposite for me, to each their own. And I do respect people that excel in athletic endeavors like running marathons and powerlifting and things like that. And check me with any personal trainers, any real personal trainers out there on YouTube, but hard exercise actually causes inflammation. So even though I kind of like it as a sport, like training for a marathon is not necessarily great for your health, because it causes a lot of inflammation in your body. It's an accomplishment, and people are generally healthy that are doing it, but it causes a wear and tear on your body. So all you really need to do is just find the right amount of moderate exercise for you. But hey, listen, if I was a little bit younger, if I was in a different location, I'd probably be out there mixing it up too. I'd probably be practicing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and wrecking a knee or doing this or that. But so I can understand it, but what the point I'm getting at is all we need is some steady, moderate exercise every day for our optimal health. And like I say, I'm starting to incorporate some stretching and a little bit of light yoga back in there, kind of like just for the whole package to come together. So just to sum it up, just don't obsess over the food so much. I mean, I've been doing this for 9 years, so I've been interacting with people on social media in some capacity for 9 years, even before I was creating content, and that has always been the biggest downfall I've seen. It's just the people that obsess over the raw food diet, obsess over the raw food part of it, and if they're not doing it perfect, they're just constantly spinning out and resetting. They spin out because they can't do it perfect, and then they do eat some horrible shit, and then they overcorrect, and it's just a bad cycle. So anyhow, just the opinion of a rambling old man to start off your week. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you here again midweek, storm depending.